Welcome to this session on dictionary data structures. Now in the last session we had seen how to work with a dictionary. We had seen an example wherein how dictionary can be made use as a counter. We also understood how to count frequency of characters in a string, or it could be a frequency of words in a dictionary. Then we also understood how to refine the process of programming by using the get method, which optimizes the code. And then we also understood the application of list and tuple along with a dictionary. And then finally we had concluded by combining the two different lists into a dictionary using a zip method. So today we'll move it further, wherein we'll try to take an example to process a string, and then we'll transfer all the words to a dictionary. To understand it, we have an example here which says that there is a paragraph with a lot of punctuation marks such as comma, exclamation, question mark, or it could be a full stop and so on. So we don't need this when we need to extract the words. But the flaw with split function that we had used earlier, the split only splits with the spacing. It could be a default space or it could be some characters in between the words. And in the process what happens is we may come across, after splitting also, we may get words like soft with exclamation, and this is certainly different from this soft because there is an exclamation and this would be treated differently. Or for that matter, even WHO, which is a small case, would be treated differently with a capital WHO, which is a sentence case, because Python is a case sensitive language. And to overcome these problems, what we can do is we can make use of a lower function, that is lowering all the characters to the one case, small case, and then applying the punctuation, that is removal of the punctuation marks using the translate method. Now what is this translating or translate? Now let us understand this with the help of this function. We have a prototype of this, that is the string which needs to be processed is called with the translate, and it is followed by another function which is called inside this bracket called as make trans, str.make trans, which has three arguments: from, to and delete. The from part says that it replaces all the punctuations with the to part, that is whatever is specified in the from will be replaced by the two str characters or the punctuations. And similarly the last part says that whatever I specify in the last delete str, those characters will be deleted. So this is how you can make use of this make trans. However, these two parts are it is not necessary that they must be always supplied with the values. They can be empty also, and whenever you say empty it does nothing, but if you specify some characters, only these characters will be deleted. Or in other words, even the delete str can be omitted and only these two parts can be specified. So let us see with an example so that it gives you a better understanding. So now let us assume that this is the sentence we have. The sentence is, let us say, time is a great healer, but in between these words we have a lot of extra characters added. Let us say this is because of the typographical mistakes, that is while typing the characters got added. Now we want to process this. Now we can make use of this function, that is the str.translate bracket, then again str. This is another function, it calls make trans, which is followed by three parameters: the first parameter, comma, second parameter, comma, third parameter. Now let us say the first two parameters I am not interested in adding anything, but I want to delete only those characters which are not required. I know for that matter hash, comma, exclamation and the question mark. Let us have the full stop there. We don't want to remove the full stop, and try to print this. Now pay attention here. What I have done is I am calling translate here. Afterwards I am inside calling again another function called as make trans, and inside this I am specifying three parameters: from, to, empty, nothing, but I want to delete all the remaining that is punctuations, which I am finding it unnecessary. Now when I run this, I would get output like this, wherein oops, there is an error here. Let us see what is that. End of file, because I need to close this, nothing else. Now when I run this, I would get a string which is properly processed, that is time is a great healer, that is removing all the unwanted punctuation marks. Now apart from this, not only this, for example, let us say some extra characters are there wherein I want to replace them with some characters. Let us say, for example, I have hash here, then another hash here. Now let us assume that we want to replace this hash with some other character. Just for demonstration I have taken this. Now I will specify this in the from and to part, that is replace this hash by a $, and delete the rest of the characters. And when I run this, I would get $ replaced everywhere wherever there was hash, or for that matter you can just specify nothing, that is you want to specify the with a space, then you can just say that I want to replace this entire thing with a space, then I would get back the same string. So this is how you can make use of this translate and make trans. But there is a limitation to this, that is whatever characters I specify in this, only those characters will be deleted. But if you look at the entire set of punctuation, that's a big set. And how do we solve such a problem? So let us focus this with the help of the next problem that we are going to discuss. Now this is a beautiful example for you to work on the punctuation as well as the dictionaries. Now in this example it says that we want to remove the punctuation mark in the following paragraph. Later store all the words after removing into a dictionary with their words as keys and their lengths as values, like we had done it with the help of list in the earlier examples. And finally display the words with their lengths, that is we need to display the key and the length. So let us assume that this is the paragraph that we need to process. So let us go back to the editor and see how we can do it. The paragraph which we are supposed to assign has been copied here. So you can see it is copied as a single string into str with a single quotes. And now I want to convert this to one case. Let us call it as str.lower. So you can make use of this function to convert the entire thing into the lower case. Now we'll try to use this str by translating it, that is that function which we had used earlier, translate, then str.makeTrans. Now again in the third part, that is make trans, the first two parts I am skipping, doing nothing, no replacements. I just want to delete all the punctuations, but I need not keep on specifying each one of them. As I had discussed earlier, I can make use of an inbuilt library here, string.punctuation. Now when I do this string.punctuation, then I need to make use of a module there, so I need to import that module. So let us try to import, that is string, because it is defined in string. So with this I can remove all the punctuation. Of course the dot also would be removed because it's also a punctuation. And let us just check it out what happens with this str. I print it, and now what do I get here is the entire paragraph after removal of all the punctuation marks. But this is the half of the problem that we have solved here. But now we'll try to add all these to the dictionary. Now we need to define a dictionary. So let us take a empty dictionary here. Let us call this as dict equals an empty dictionary, and then we'll try to add these words to the dictionary. But before adding, let us try to understand what are we trying to do. If I directly take str now to process the string, then what would happen is, for let us say C in str, if I say, and if I try to print and see what happens, this is just to understand what is the problem that we may face, then I would get all the characters there of the paragraph. So this is the entire list of paragraphs. It goes on, but we are not interested in the paragraph because we are interested only in the words. To get back those words, what we need to do is we need to split it back using str.split after removal of the punctuation. Now if I say instead of C, I would say, let us say, call it as W, and if I say W, then I would get only the words. So you can see the difference here now, but we need to add it to the dictionary. So let us try to work on that. Now this loop will process the words. Now each word we need to add it to dictionary. So how do I add a word to the dictionary? Just you have to specify dict of W equals the length of each word. That's it, nothing else you need to do, and you just have to print the dictionary and you would get the entire dictionary back with the words along with their length. So when I run this code, you can see that I would get all the words added to the dictionary with their length on the right hand side as the values. Of course, I can print the dictionary in a different manner by making use of for k comma v, this mechanism where we had learned in the last session, k comma v in dict dot items. So this would process both key and value, and then if I say print the key and value or value and key, you can make use of any of this, then it would print the subsequently the key and value. So instead of printing k and value, I would just add equal to sign in between them, and I would say v, then I would get the key and value pair on the each line. So when I run this, so what do I see here is the same thing, of course, but here you can see that the entire dictionary of words, wherein all the words have got added here, right from the but was the first word with the length of 3, and then you can work on the subsequently if you want to sort them with the length and so on. So this is just an example which gives you a better understanding about how to process the string before adding it to the dictionary, so that you can do a better job or you can reduce the work there. So quickly going through, what I have done is I have created a dictionary, empty dictionary. The entire paragraph was assigned to str, then it was converted into lowercase, and then we translated it by replacing this rather removing the punctuation marks using this string dot punctuation which is inbuilt, and for that we had imported string, and then we had converted to the str again by splitting, because we want words not the characters, and then once it is split into the words, those words were processed by adding it to the dictionary along with their length, and those words along with the that is the values, that is the length, were printed using loop called as k comma v in dict.items, because item is a method which browses through the key value pair. So this is a solution to that problem, and it gives a better understanding of dictionaries. So with this note, we'll end this session on dictionaries, and in the next session we'll try to start with the files. I hope you understood, and you may have a better hands-on experience by practicing this. So thank you. Have a good day and a safe day.